welcome. Reverend Dr. Rita, Reverend Dr. Patrick.
Well, aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? It's not that early. We go at 10 now. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. And welcome everyone who is online and checking us all out today. And we just honor you as well.
Yes, and we are going to take a moment right now to take a deep breath and settle in and just allow ourselves to just relax into our chairs. There'll be plenty of time for dancing and jumping up and down, but just let's take a moment to take a deep breath and to know the truth of who we are. That beautiful, amazing power and presence. You can call it God, call it source and energy, call it the quantum field, call it whatever you want. It's one thing, and it's pure love. And that's what showed up here today, through and as each and every one of us. So I just take this moment to take a deep breath into that. And relax into it, and to know that as we meet here today, this most beautiful presence that we are shines brightly in our new month of lightening up and shining. We are the light. We are the shining light. So I just bless this time together. I know it unfolds perfectly for each of us, and I just let it be. And so it is.
So it is. Kyle and Louise.
You're welcome to get up on your feet.
It's bleeding now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that hurt me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings disappear. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. And look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. It's clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that hurt me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Kyle and Louise. A bright, sunshiny day.
Yeah.
All
This is
right.
a new month. June is busting out all over.
If
Only
that's
you're
a
from
musical
only
theater
musical
reference.
theater people would know
Let's
that.
go. It's a musical theater reference. Let's take a look at our vision statement and look at it and take it in. And let's say it together. Walking
Awakening humanity to its magnificence
by walking the bridge from duality to unity consciousness. Perfect.
How did it get to be June? Last month our theme was curiosity. But now we have a new theme. But we can stay curious though, if you'd like. What's our new theme?
Lighten up. We felt
Lighten up.
We felt like things were getting a little heavy, and
Last month was kind of a heavy month, but
we need to take a moment to lighten up. So we haven't.
And I just have one thing to say too is gratitude for all of the outpouring of love that Quanta has received in cards and donations and love and visitations. She had her visitation, yes, from her alien friends who have been aiding her in her healing. But she's been a great example, and a lot of people have been saying that they have used her healing for themselves as well. That they have learned that she's healing so quickly that they can do the same thing. She had her doctor's appointment, and she is on the mend, and they said that within 6 weeks she should be back to her gymnastics, and she will, but right now she's running and she's all on fours, and it's just beautiful. So give it up, and thank you so much for your continuous support and love. Okay, so we have our affirmation, and I'll say it once and we can say it together. Proud, speaking of proud, what is this month? This is Pride Month, that we all see and know that pride is packaged in many, many ways. So the affirmation is, this big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You ready? This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. One more time. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Shine, shine. Okay, yes. So if you're here for the first time, or if you need a little reminder, we have a philosophy, not a dogma, a philosophy that you can embrace, should you choose, called the science of mind, new thought. And all we're saying is that we're quantum beings. We are the field. We are the power and presence of Spirit of God, whatever you want to call it. It is just pouring through us and expressing itself through us all the time. No matter what's happening in our life, it's there, and it is us, and it's there. And the more we recognize that, the more we uncover that and allow ourselves to feel it, and just work within on recognizing how amazing we are, the more that it outpours into our life and is there for us when we require it or need it, should we meet a challenge of some sort. So that's who we are, and we practice basically the law of cause and effect. We're mirrors. Our lives are mirrors of us. So whatever's happening in our life, we can change the reflection and remember who we are. Things get better. They do. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. I just got a download. I've been, I know that I don't say what download and uploading is a lot, but lately I've been getting just boom, boom, and I'm getting it with my eyes open, which is so cool. I don't even have to go to sleep anymore. I can just do my activities and do that. But I also got a little slight download because I was talking about Quanta and giving gratitude, and I realized there's a couple people here for the first time, and they don't know if Quanta is like our daughter or so Quanta is our center cat. If you were wondering who Quanta was, I just realized they're probably going, who's Quanta? Who's Quanta? Who's Quanta? She's our center cat. So speaking of being here for the first time, I know there's some people online for the first time because I can see you. Wow, this download thing is really working well. So I know there's a couple people here for the first time. If you are, I'm not going to point at you, Rachel. I will not do that. Oh my God, how did I know that was Rachel? And we have this gentleman over here. Is there anyone else here for the very first time? I thought I saw. No. Okay, so we know something about you. And don't worry, Rachel, it's all good. Stream told us. we wanted to share something about you that we think is pretty special, and I don't know if you still know, if you know it about yourself, but we're here to remind you. Shall we do it? You are magnificent.
You are magnificent.
And how did we know that? It had all to do with what Rita was saying. It's a mirror. When I look at you and I look at you, I see and feel my own magnificence. And that's how we recognize one another as we go through our world on our Harleys. That's how it all works. So we know that about you because we know it about us. And just so you'll know that you don't forget, here it says, you are magnificent. And then if you need to hear it, it's our website. Bum, 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 bum. What's your first name? Chad. Jeb? Chad. Mahalo. Chad. Chad. It's okay. I'm on trial here. Just a trial to see how I do. So, 12-year trial. I'm a little slow at some things. So, if you would join me and put your hand on your heart, and let's remind ourselves, declare to ourselves who we are. I am magnificent. Oh, and in that wonderful field that is everything, it is who each and every one of us is, that quantum field. We are always entangled, so that means we are magnificent. Yes, yes, I see you up there in the camera. I see you. We see you. And we're going to let you know who you are as you are tuning in the frequency of our space here, and we're tuning it back to you. Are you ready? You are magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right, down, up, around, and do the hokey pokey and tell somebody that they are magnificent. Happy birthday, Bob.
Is it Bob's birthday?
Uh-huh. Bob, birthday.
Oh. Who made him that beautiful leg? All right. Marion's next. Want me to introduce you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone.
All right.
Okay.
That's just about enough magnificence,
That's enough magnificence
please.
for a moment.
Pull that magnificence.
So every month on the first Sunday of the month, we've been inviting Marion Head, the beautiful author of the Revolutionary Agreements, to come up and share one of her agreements for the month. So there she is, and that's Marion Head right there, and she's coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't have a mic for her. Wait, don't say. Oh, you got one.
Oh, good. And her trusty sidekick, Glenn.
Okay. Why is she down there?
What?
Why is she down there?
Yes. There it is. I am going to use some notes today because there are so many things I want to share with you about the agreement for this month. I agree to lighten up, that I thought if I didn't just make a couple of notes, I could take all of the time of the people I came here to listen to, the Reverend Doctors. So I have a couple of things I'm going to share with you about this. But first, I want to ask how many of you took the challenge last month and explored, I agree to respect our differences. Oh, wow. Well, no wonder the world feels better to me. That's good. Well, don't stop practicing that one. And I invite you to now add to that, I agree to lighten up. Yeah, okay. I like this. I love you. I'm so happy to be up here and sharing this with you. You know, I've traveled really far around the globe sharing this, but I never got to share it at home, wherever home was. Well, home is where the heart is. Well, I'm delighted, and thank you for your warm reception every month. So, there's an image that I found that Emerson shared. You may never look at something again the same way. He said, "The earth laughs in flowers." Isn't that good? Yeah, that's so good. Well, who could use a little more laughter in your lives? Here. Yeah, well, that's because you're smart. I'm going to read a little something out of Revolutionary Agreements about laughter. This is the only serious paragraph in the whole book, I promise. Laughter has been scientifically proven to reduce pain. Is that good? Strengthen our immune system. Decrease stress. Anybody have some of that? Lower blood pressure while improving circulation. Help us put life's trials and tribulations into healthy perspective by making them seem less significant. And aid us, oh no, not and yet, aid us in overcoming fear. Yeah, and and somebody's putting it into motion already. Allow us to take ourselves less seriously and trigger our creativity. Wow, 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 wow. So, it can be hard to generate laughter, though, when you are suffering or when you're in pain. And I want to be clear that I agree to lighten up does not deny pain or suffering or make light of it. But it does ask us to shine our light on it. And in order to do that, I had to get over something. I had to get over feeling bad about feeling good when other people were feeling bad. Did that make sense? Yeah, I had to get over that. And during COVID, my friends from the mainland would call with a lot of drama in their voice because we were locked down and said, how are you doing? And it was hard for me to answer the truth in my spirit, which was fabulous. I love the peace and the quiet and no traffic. And the beaches, they're empty, except for me. And oh my gosh, I just loved that time. But I knew that there were people suffering during that time. I mean, the hospitality industry was out of business. And that is a lot of people with jobs on this island. So when I was preparing to share this agreement with you, and I was reflecting on that time, I realized only because I was feeling so good, I was feeling so light, was I able to actually help those who weren't. So I got in line on Wednesdays and made meal kits for people who were out of food. And I delivered food to people who were stuck at home. And I volunteered for hospice. I mean, I don't think I could have done that if I wasn't in my lightest space. So happy. So anyway, that's one story I wanted to share with you. But you know what is important is you don't need to do anything. Don't say, oh, I'm not doing any of that. Well, first of all, I know you are. But besides that, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be the light that you are. Just let it shine. That's all that is necessary because, like, I don't need to travel anymore. When I can shine my light, you know, there's no barriers. I'm hoping that it's reaching you now, but it's also goes beyond you and out into the world. Yeah, for each of you, you do that for me, and you do that for our world. So what if you're in the dumps, though, and you're having trouble getting out? I ask myself before I'm in the dumps, what makes me smile? And I make sure I surround myself with that as much as possible. Like, there are some people in this room whose names will go unsaid, and also in the camera, who make me laugh. Those are people I like to hang out with. Also, giggling babies make me laugh. And there's a lot of YouTube videos with giggling babies and their big pets, you know, like licking them all over. And so, see, that just made you laugh. You just had to think about it. But if you can get to YouTube, or go to the library if you don't have a computer, and go to YouTube and type in babies, pets, and wow, you can have a good time. My favorite, by the way, my favorite YouTube video is laughing, I'm going to tell this to you so you can remember it, laughing, ha 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 ha, laughing tram, T-R-A-M, man, laughing tram man. Oh yeah, get a group together to watch that one. Okay, then there are just the choices we make every moment. Like, how do we lighten up? A few decades ago, I was on a radio show. And after the first half hour in which I was interviewed, I stayed on the show to listen to the next interviewee. Diane Collins. She is the author of Do You Quantum Think? New thinking that will rock your world. It is one of Glenn's and my favorite books. But it's not such new thinking because Ernest Holmes, he wrote about it in Science of Mind. It's all over. It's here. It is reinforced for me here at CSL Kauai. But what she said made a huge impact on me, maybe one of the greatest impacts in my life. She said that morning when the radio show host called her to remind her to call into the show, she had a reputation. The radio show host asked her, "How are you?" And Diane, in that moment, thought about her really challenging morning with her business partner husband. But instead, she said, "Fabulous." The radio show host said, "Diana, I can't believe you were anything but fabulous because I received that vibration. I mean, it made me feel so good. I had a fabulous morning." Diane said, "Well, I wasn't anything but fabulous. I was fabulous. I had a choice. I could report about what had happened, or I could create in this moment. And I chose creation, and I created fabulous." Wow, I was a good storyteller to get up a lot of sympathy from people. Like, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Oh yeah, today's great, but wait till I tell you what happened yesterday. Well, I stopped doing that so much after listening to Diane. I'd much rather create happiness. How many of you would rather create happiness? Well, that would be all of you, almost. You can't hide here, you can't hide in this circle. Okay, finally, for those of you who have the Revolutionary Agreements book, you might want to reread the little chapter. It's just a short chapter, and I agree to lighten up, because it has some gems in it. I just reread it for the first time in years, and it was like, wow, this could help somebody if you read it. So Ernest Holmes wrote, "Life is not something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy, in fullness, without limit." Whew. And I don't even know if I need to tell you what not Ernest Holmes, I just told you about him, the other guy, Emerson. Emerson gives us a hint on how to do it. He says, be silly. Be honest. Be kind. So will you join me in June to lighten up and shine your light on the world? Yes. Yes, all right then. Thank you.
Thank you, that was wonderful. Kyle and Luis now will lighten us up with their music.
Yes. Yes is my favorite. Yes.
This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light let it shine, let it shine. Come on, sing it with me one more time. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Marion. That was perfect. It was so perfect. You said everything I wanted to say, so no, just kidding. There's only one mind, right? And it's true, there is. So I love this month. I love this topic. I feel like things were getting very heavy for us here, very heavy, in the world, and just heavy. And, Ernest Holmes has this thing, and if you don't know who Ernest Holmes is, he is the founder of the religious science movement, Science of Mind. He wrote The Science of Mind. He wrote 27 other books and founded the Science of Mind magazine, and he died in 1960. Anyway, he used to say, we're not telling people not to have feelings or not to be sad, because there's plenty of times when we feel sad, and we have reasons to be sad. But there's a difference between sadness and morbidity. And morbidity drags us down into the trenches and doesn't allow us to heal, because it gives us a sense of hopelessness. And I know probably some of us, or maybe all of us, have felt that at times when things get rough, that there's that feeling of, oh my God, will things ever get better, blah, 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 it's just getting worse and worse. And what are we doing when we do that? Is we're just reflecting that back out to invite more of that in. So feeling our feelings and allowing ourselves to mourn and do all of those things, but still to fall back into that thing, I call it grace, where we know there's a bottom to all that, and that there's something that will buoy us up in every moment, that we're facing something that's hard to face. So it's a big difference, and I hope you can understand that difference between being morbid about life and that things are getting worse and worse, or to just be sad about something and to know that there's a healing that can take place, and it does. It always does. It always does if we look for it, right? So it's just an important differentiation, because we don't want people to think that we are telling people not to have feelings. We get trapped in that sometimes. So our topic today is shine anyway. Shine anyway. So it's so funny because, hi Harley guys, girls, whatever you are. We're doing this thing called Mental Muscle Spiritual Boot Camp, and we're having a really great time diving in, because it's all about diving into our belief systems and the things that are holding us back. It's really spiritual psychology and clearing those things out and allowing ourselves to shine more brightly. And this week just happens to be self-esteem and self-respect. Self-esteem being what you feel about yourself, who do you know that you are, and self-respect about how you treat yourself. They go together, because however you feel about yourself, you are going to treat yourself that way and treat others that way. So sometimes, like, when somebody's not treating you like the way you think they should be treating you, usually, and I would say all the time, it is a reflection of how you're feeling about yourself. So in our philosophy, it's always about going back to the self, not in a selfish way, but going back to the self in that we're remembering who we are, that we are, like I said at the beginning, that magnificent light. We're made of stardust. We are energy. We are source. We are bright, bright, bright lights. And what happens is, I read this quote. It said, it's by Hazrat Inayat Khan. There is a light within every soul. It only needs the clouds that overshadow it to be removed. I love that, because you don't have to create the light. It's there. No matter what you're going through, that light is there. It's just a matter of removing whatever stands in its way. And more than likely, it's probably something that you might not feel good about yourself about. We always say that, like, oh, you know, if we're not demonstrating the lives we want, it always comes back to self-worth, self-esteem. It always comes back to how we value ourselves. I remember when I went through a big transition financially back in a long time ago, and I might have told this story before, so forgive me if I have, but it was all about a banana. But it was a big thing that happened. I was at Starbucks in Los Angeles, and I was buying someone else a Starbucks certificate, and I saw a banana, and I was hungry, and I wouldn't buy it for myself because I was like, oh, I don't want to spend $1 on a banana or whatever it was, $2 or whatever. But yet I was willing to buy something for someone else. And in that moment, I just, like a light went off inside where I realized that that's what I was doing to myself. I was not valuing myself. I was not allowing myself to be that bright light. I was not loving myself. I didn't have self-esteem if I could. So we might say, oh, we love to do things for other people, and I love to do things for other people. But like Marian was saying, when it's coming from a place of your light shining and you're feeling good about yourself and you're being able to be happy even though things are not going that well for everybody else, when you can do that, you light the world. And what do we know? That famous saying, "Ye are the lights of the world." It's true. And we are the lights. No matter what, no matter what's going on in our life, we are the lights. And it sounds easy maybe to say this, but it is easy. It's simple. It's a simple truth. And now is the time for us to dive in and uncover that and allow it to shine, because we're going to help the world so much by being the bright lights that we are. And yesterday I got a card from someone, and it was so beautiful, and it fits what we're saying today. It was advice from a butterfly. I loved it. So it said, "Let your true colors show." This is the advice from the butterfly. "Let your true colors show. Take yourself lightly." How many times do we take ourselves so seriously? Marian's right. We just need to find reasons to laugh at ourselves when we do those crazy things that we just like go, oh my God, I can't even believe it. If we laughed at ourselves, things would go a lot better. Let true colors show. Take yourself lightly. Look for the sweetness in life. Take time to smell the flowers. Catch a breeze. I love this one. Have you ever seen like a bird, or even a bird or a butterfly, when it's on the breeze and it's just floating because it's catching the breeze? That's what we can do. We don't have to struggle. Life is not meant to be a struggle. It's meant to be wonderful and amazing and challenging at times, but not a struggle. Just to know, and if we can catch the breeze and whatever that situation is that we're in, just catch the breeze, it will carry us through it. I love that, catch the breeze. And treat yourself like a monarch. Treat yourself like a monarch. Okay, not the kind that's bossing everybody around, but the monarch of your own life. Not the kind that's like telling everybody else what to do, but treat yourself like a monarch. Treat yourself as royalty. Treat yourself as deserving of all the good, the love, the creativity, the wealth, the health, everything of life. Treat yourself that way. And it might seem like, oh, that's a big thing to ask of myself, especially when I'm experiencing this, and this, but there's ways to do it. And one of them, the biggest one to me, and I do it anytime I'm feeling less than myself, is to do something that makes your heart sing. We all have something that makes our heart sing. When we're doing it, we feel time just evaporates and we don't even realize that we're in that place of anything besides what we're doing. That is, for me, the biggest way. It's the creative expression in whatever way we do that. So do something that makes your heart sing. It'll make you shine, it'll make you lighter. And then, of course, like, don't we want to be the ones when we walk into a room that we light it up? when we feel these things about ourselves, other people, what's the famous quote by Marianne Williamson, or might not be, Nelson Mandela might have said it, is that the one about about shining, I don't have it written down, about shining your light allows other people to have permission to shine their light. So that there is really truth in that, and I know it's true because I've experienced it. When people shine their light on me, I feel freer and when I watch people shine their light, I feel freer to shine my own light. Now, I could take it the opposite way. I could take it like, oh, I'm not good enough or whatever. They're brighter than I am. No. When somebody's successful, when somebody's shining their light, it gives us permission to be successful and to shine our light. And then, what's the other one? Oh, we sing that song, Look for the Good, right? Do we really? And so look for the good. Look for what's going right. I can get trapped in, oh, this went wrong and that went wrong and that went wrong. And then what happens? We know it. We know that the observer effect in quantum science is true. Whatever we're observing is collapsing and is creating more of that and more of that and more of that. So if we can look for the good in ourselves and in others, we're going to create more good. It's science. It's not anything but science. It's science. And then, oh, I love this one. Practice the art of saying to yourself, look yourself in the mirror and just say, you are doing really well. You are doing a great job. You are. And in spiritual boot camp, we have a thing that we're asked to do, which is to cut out a little piece of paper and carry it with us that says, you are worth it. You are worth it. And to look at that and whatever's going on, you are worth it. Your light is worth it to shine it so brightly. So let's have a great month, lightening up and shining our lights. Yes? Thank you. Kyle and Luis.
Sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside of you makes you feel so small. But I see your true colors shine through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you, so don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile. Be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. This road makes you crazy, you're taking all you can. Just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. But I see your true colors shining through. I your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors, your true colors, your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. I see your true colors shining. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors, true colors, your true colors are beautiful, beautiful, like a rainbow. Show me your true colors. Show me your rainbow. Show me your true colors. Show me your rainbow.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you.
They just showed us their true colors right now. I like that. There's such a theme going on today with the shining and the true colors. And there is nothing so beautiful to me as when somebody actually shows their true colors. It's amazing how, nobody in this room, but how there are people that have deliberately not wanted to show their true colors. And it's an interesting thing, and I think it has a lot to do with what Marion was talking about as well, is that sometimes your true colors are really bright. And they're kind of blinding in a way, you know? Now, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but some people have blamed me for being like big, flamboyant, too bright. And you know what I tell them now? Put on your sunglasses, baby. Put on your sunglasses. You're too bright, you're too bright, you're too big, you're too bright. Ah, thank you for the compliment. I did read your chapter, by the way, Marion. I went in there and I read that, and I was getting ready, and I was in the middle of meditation, and I got this hit that there was something in my book, which is the memoir of the little man, finding the prince in the chaos, dysfunction, and mental illness. Lighten up. And I said, what could possibly be in there? But I was so driven. And I said, it's that scene with your mom in the car. And I said, I don't know, I'll follow it. So I went to the book and I opened it up. It was that page. So I got some God bumps, and I realized that there was some golden nuggets in a story that I had never discovered before about this moment. So I'm going to read you an excerpt from it and show you the true colors of what went on. So, if you, without going through the whole thing, it wasn't exactly the most cheeriest book that you're going to pick up and go, I can't wait to read the memoir of a little man. But I think you could, especially if you know me, to see it's about victory. It's about getting through something and finding your true colors and being able to get through that and move through it and shine a light where there's only darkness. To shine a light where there's only darkness, that's the favor that we can do. So I found this little nugget in here. So it starts with this. My dad's drinking binges and the family being terrorized in the wee hours of the morning brought suffering to us all. As a matter of fact, we all had circles under our eyes from crying and getting no sleep. I can still feel the defeat after those nights that I thought would never end. My mother would drop me off at school on her way to work. My eyes were still filled with tears and the memories of him throwing things around and screaming all night. But this is where we get to the nugget. My mother would look so sad, but all she'd say was, "Have a good day, and don't think about home at all. This is your time to forget about it all and have fun." She'd wipe my tears from my eyes and she would say, "Smile." It was almost a demand. She made sure I heard her too, because she said it again. I said, "Forget all about Dad and last night. I want you to have a good day." Now here's where this ties in. I used to resent that. I used to resent it until now, because I realized what really happened here. And she didn't even know it. She wanted me to smile so she wouldn't have guilt. I know what she was up to. But I smiled because I wanted her to have a good day at work. You bet, Mom. But guess what I got? I got permission, as we say in this philosophy, to turn away for just a moment from the condition. She gave me permission to go to school and to forget about it all, to live fully present in the moment. And I did. It was my vacation. I went to school and it was beautiful. I got to know friends and I started to show my light, my colors, my personality. And I just went back to a 50-year reunion from that time, a couple years ago. And you know what they said about me? He's still funny. He's still funny. And so here's the pop psychology about it all that says, yeah, but weren't you masking your feelings? You're damn right I was. I took a time to turn away from the condition so that I could see there was something else to be shined through. And this is for all of us. This isn't for a little Patrick, the little man. This is about when we say turn away from the condition, we're not saying pretend it's not there. I'm going to let you know, when I got home from school, that crap was still there for me. But I had 6 hours to shine. I had 6 hours to say, there's another life outside of what's happening at home, and I want more of that. So when that's going on, I'm going to remember there's a time that is so filled with light. And even when I was at that wonderful Catholic school, or as I call it, I remember discovering Catholic, I discovered I didn't want it anymore. But at that time, what I saw was they talked about invisible people, saints, people from other realms, kind of like what we talk about here on this island. It was just think, and I remember thinking to myself when I got older, my mom would say, "Are you smiling?" I go, "I don't have to smile. I'm an adult now." Oh, gee, good for me. Good for me, I don't have to smile, because I resented that moment that was telling me to smile when I had tears in my eyes. But then I realized, oh my gosh, I had all of that time to unfold and grow up and be able to show who Patrick truly was. I could have done the opposite. My brother went to school and his face was really long and he really resented it. And he went to school not showing all of his true colors. But I thought, this is my time to shine. And I don't care, Daddy, what you're going to do when I get home, but I'm going to tell you one thing, I'm shining. And I didn't know I was taught that. So give it up for my mother. I mean, she didn't even know she was doing it. So anyway, see, I wanted to brighten that, but I had to tell that to get to that. But that's it. It's not about smiling when you don't want to smile. But here's the beautiful thing. When you're not smiling and things are going, I have the same thing. It's like somebody comes up and they go, "Oh my God, life is horrible. How you doing?" Well, actually, they usually don't ask that. But they go, "How are you doing?" it's very difficult to go fabulous. And then I'm thinking to myself, what a disservice I give to those friends, those people. What a disservice I give by not shining my light so that you, while you're in the darkness, can have a light that you can see to reach yourself out of wherever you are and know that there's a light waiting for you. In Marion's book, Mary Oliver, the poet, she says, tell me what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. Tell me, what is it that you plan to do with your one wild, precious life? It's a good question, yeah? Sometimes I go to myself, oh, I'm just now getting it. You know, I'm going, oh, why didn't I get this 20 years ago? Or I'm going, oh, really, you're not going to go down that road, are you? Because that road is so dangerous. Regret of what? Somebody has said with that book, they said, what parts would you take out? Not a damn thing. Because if I take one part out of anything in my life, I lose it all. I lose it all. I lose it all, and it's not worth it. It was worth the pain to see the beauty that I discovered who I am and who each and every one of you are in every moment. That's the gift. That's the gift. And so I was listening to this wonderful thing of the quantum field, and it said, the quantum field is a mirror, a match, and a dance partner. And I thought, what does that mean? That means that I'm a match to whatever's going on. So when I complain, because I do that every once in a while, I don't know why, I just, it doesn't happen very often. But when I complain about something, I'm sitting there, and that's what it is. The focus, right? They say a mirror, a match. It's the perfect match. It's called mental equivalent. So the more I focus on something, what happens? Grows. The more I focus on, I am the light that grows. And then Marion ended her chapter. I just want to prove to her I read it. This is how it is. She says, lighten up. In so doing, you lighten up the world. And that's how the chapter ends, or shall I say, begins. I think the biggest sin, and I don't believe in sin, by the way, but we were talking about Catholic school. I believe the biggest sin that we can do in our life is to dim our light. To dim our lights. Can you, even saying it, makes my heart hurt. Because we're such beautiful people, and we are so magnificent. And to think that we would dim our light for any reason, because we're not worth it, I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to know, shine your light so bright, I will never feel bad. I will feel inspired. I will feel infused. I will feel healed by your light. So, to quote Marion Head, lighten up. In so doing, you lighten up what? The world. Namaste. Yes.
Kyle, Luis, come on up. I'm gonna let you do this because I have to go back and get my check because I didn't take it out of my thing. So why don't you do the thing?
Okay.
And I want to put it in the basket.
It's time to shine the light in the basket.
Okay.
No, this is what I want, since we have that one moment about,
I gotta go get.
do you know that the law of circulation, this one's easier too. The passing is easier. We start at one end, start at the other end, you let it go down, and there it is. This is our time of giving, and I've said that one day it will probably be where we won't be passing baskets because it feels a little archaic at times. We have the beautiful live stream, which reminds me, because I never mentioned this and it's been mentioned to me, if something has struck you while you've been watching us and you want to contribute something to this incredible energy that we are creating here, there's always a place. Charles has got it on there. But even more than that, if it really has touched you in any way, please subscribe. I hear that so much. Subscribe if anything has touched you. So this is our time to give, to receive the circulation, right?
All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. And all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
To just bless this basket and know that it goes forth to heal and prosper and bless not just our lives but the whole world. I'm so grateful for all the giving. Thank you to everyone online for sustaining Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. And 12 years, guys. This is our 12th year. I'm so grateful, and so it is. Thank you, Anna.
Okay, are we doing all?
Oh yes, let's do this first.
Okay, so it's the beginning of the month, which means we are honoring another volunteer. Last month was our wonderful Leslie Davis. There we go. Leslie David was last month, and now she's not forgotten, but she's replaced with someone new who has something to say so briefly that you won't even believe it. But it's also
He's got so many lay
he's
on
also
today.
a birthday
Hey, boy.
So Bob Lair's our June volunteer.
Woo! Oh my God, here's another one. This one will last. Mwah. You get to say something. You get to say something.
I get to say something.
Why you volunteer?
Why you volunteer? Why do you? You're like
Patrick
Yes.
offered me 3 minutes. He also offered me
Hold on. Tick,
Choice.
tick, 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 tick,
choice.
tick. 2 minutes
This is
and
the most
46.
beautiful lay. Who made it
I
for
know
you?
that's beautiful.
Stephanie.
Gorgeous.
So go ahead, address
my
your
workers.
people.
So, why do I volunteer?
Why do you volunteer?
I started out at 3 years old with a family who volunteered all the time for everything. So I never knew that there was any other way. You just step forward. My grandfather on my mother's side said to me, if it's to be, it's up to me. So I grew up with those things. My mother was an artist. I grew up with that. There's things to be done. We just do them. That's all. We just do them. And I never realized that that's a volunteer. Just quick, when my boys were young, 8, 9, 10 years old, we would go to a seminar, we would go to a concert, and I'd give them each a bag. We'd stay overnight, we'd volunteer to clean up. They'd go out over the grass, and they'd all come back with a bag of money, jewels, watches, wallets. You can't even imagine. And what are we going to do with this stuff? Well, we can give it back if there's a name on it. If there's no name on it, it's yours. So that's the volunteer stuff that we learned to do.
But we also want to say something about his volunteer. I'm going to say it. So turn around so they can honor you. So this is the kind of volunteer that Bob is. We can call him anytime, and we do. He'll go, oh, you need that, I'll fix the window, I'll fix that, I'll go over there, I'll bring the what's that called? Scaffolding?
Scaffolding.
Yeah. You can tell how much of that I do. But anyway, we're very proud of him because he's always there, but you never really see him. He comes in like Glenn. They sneak in and they do something, and then they sneak back out again. And I really appreciate that because you are always there for us.
Thank you.
And have been since day one.
Thank you.
and we are so blessed.
You said something else to me that was. I just remember. I don't remember what we were doing. I think we were putting the labyrinth together or something.
Oh, yeah.
And you said you do it to keep yourself alive. To remind yourself that you're alive. I don't know, something like that. It was beautiful. So,
Yes,
yeah,
I forgot
thank you.
all about the labyrinth. That there were bubbles, and he would be like, "Don't worry about them. They're just adjusting. They're just adjusting," and they have adjusted. Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
Bob.
Bob.
Thank
And
you.
happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Oh, let's sing. Can we sing happy birthday to him? Let's sing happy. Or we're
Ready?
gonna sing.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you. And Cliff too.
All right, thank you.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, so now is our monthly drawing, and
So every
they've
time-
gotten a lot healthier.
Every time you
Subway.
volunteer here, you get to put one of these little red things in here, and then we do a drawing at the end of the month. And I don't know who we're going to draw. Maybe somebody else should pick it besides me. Karen,
Candy.
you're sitting there. Can you just pick one out without looking?
Karen. Oh.
That way we'll know it's not biased. Got it? Luis.
Louise!
So he gets a gift certificate this time
Everyone
to
who's
Subway.
got his Subways, he'll be taking us all to lunch.
And he gets a loaf of Leslie's bread. Yay. Here, I'll give it to you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay, immediately after today's wonderful celebration, we will have the men and women's group. The men will be out in the back, and the women will be in a circle here. The food drive continues. Namaste Singers this Thursday, 6 p.m. Volunteer Social, which if you don't know what that is, you get together and we just continue to build our volunteer base. And Angela will have it. It's at 11 a.m. And then on Thursday, oh boy, you better mark this one down, 11 a.m., we get to clean the floors. Kitchen floors, this floor, any floor, we'll clean them, right?
Yes.
That's right, Thursday at 11. And Saturday we have our Pride Parade. Yes, we're gonna have a great time. We always do. They were here last Tuesday. I want to give a special shout out and a thank you for Matt coming and giving us that incredible presentation. And
So we're meeting in the parking lot at the stadium at, let's see, we have to line up by 9:15, so I think we're meeting by 8:30. So if we want to decorate anything, decorate our car, we're going to drive our car. And I think Stream is going to bring his truck.
right. So let's. And if you got anything, what's the word I'm looking for? Sparkly.
Yeah.
Sparkle,
And
let's
we have
sparkle.
handouts that you guys can hand
And we're
out.
going to do a lot. We have giveaways. And then we have our Aloha Connections continuing, Aloha Connections Hui, and that is where we go out to the members in our center and we do things for them. Rita and I have done a couple. It wasn't on this one, but to go and bring food or chicken soup or whatever it is. Anna is here today, so you can talk to her, and so is
And I think
Sue's
she
not.
needs more helpers, like
Yeah,
people
she
that are
needs more
willing to do
helpers
stuff.
to go out, and she's right back there, and so she will be glad to answer any question. What,
Anna, come here so they can see what you look like in case they don't know who we're talking about. There she is.
Anna Myers, there she goes. There she
All right.
goes.
And then, okay.
And then the 12th birthday, we're out in the middle of some really fun things. I think we're going to do like, what's the restoration type field theme?
yeah.
Renew, because a lot of stuff is now, we're going to have a little fundraiser to bring stuff back to the visual and the sound and things that we need here in the center. But what's important is that we're going to have a little special. We're in the middle of working it out to bring something for the kids, so that we can invite the kids here on that day. We had a meeting yesterday about the Fall Festival on September 20th. Just so you'll know, we're not doing it on September 20th. It has been postponed. It does take a very big spiritual army to put this, what we have planned for this entire thing. And we'll still do it in 2026. But one of the suggestions came in, why don't you take some of the stuff that you were going to do for the Fall Festival and incorporate them in our birthday on the 13th. So I talked to them this morning. So anyway, the most important thing is to remember the date, the 13th of July.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing it here. I think everybody's singing that day too. We have a lot of, all of our musicians are coming. So, and now Kiana will be great because now you won't miss our Fall Festival. And she was going to do the pancake breakfast, but now she's still going to, because we're going to do it when you come back next year, 2026. So I think that's it. And then one last thing. There's a few spots left for our sacred journey, and I was talking to a few people about that. If you're ever going to give yourself a gift, especially this year, because it's a new sacred journey that we're putting together. We started with like 24 people, and there are a lot of Canadians, I remember that, and we've done it for 11 years now. Some of the feedback that we got about our beautiful retreat was that they would like it even more intimate. And being able to really do more workshops and travel the island and really take that sacred thing. And we figure we can't do that with 20 people necessarily. I know they do, but so we have reduced it and increased it to 10 people. So there's a few spots left, and I really suggest if you're on the island, and it'll save you a nice plane ticket for the people that are coming here, to really maybe think about giving that to yourself. It's 7 days to give to yourself, and you can still go home in your own bed. Your own bed at night. So think about it and talk to Rita.
We've been doing this retreat
Talk
for
to
12 years.
Beth.
It's not like something we just created.
No.
Although it is new. So if you've done it before and you want to do it again, it will be a totally new experience.
Exactly.
So, and it lasts for a week, from a Friday to a Friday. So.
Right.
And there's plenty of people here that have taken it that you can talk to. Right. And that's about it, right?
I think we're done.
Yeah, so
let's invite the
do we
practitioners.
have many practitioners that
Reverend
be willing
Diane,
to do
we have
treatments
Melissa.
today? Spiritual mind treatment, if you'd like the gift of a spiritual mind treatment. Melissa is here, and Reverend Diane. And I think that's all the practitioners we have today here. And then we will meet for women's and men's group pretty shortly after. So we'll make a circle in here, the women in here, and the guys out in the back.
And if you get a chance to look in the, will be someday, again, youth department in the back, Glenn did a wonderful job at painting our chakras, all the chakra build it thing out there for, then he just finished it.
Where
so
is Glenn?
When you see Glenn, say thank you.
Okay. All right, so I think we're ready for our closing song.
So let's just take a moment right here and right now to give gratitude for everything. All these guys back here, Jonathan and Charles and Orion, to give us the sound, give us the people online. Thank you for joining us now or later. Thank you to Marion. Oh, she's back there. Thank you to Marion Head for lighting. Oh, there she is. And thank you to everyone in the hospitality, everyone in this room, everyone singing behind us, Luis, and our beautiful Kyle. So, gratitude, and in my heart, I just say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to just bathe again in this incredible frequency that we have brought here today. And we don't leave it here, we don't say it stays here, even though it is infused here, but we take it out into the world, and we light our light and show our true colors. And with that, I am truly grateful. And so it is.
So it is. You have a new closing song.
It'll be about 10 minutes.
It's a work in progress, but let's try it. Go ahead, let's do it.
If you think there's nothing new under the sun, if it's possible, it's already been done. If you think the stage has all been said, think again. You ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with the wave of your hand, smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. If you think you finally made your bed, there ain't nothing down that road ahead. If you think this is as good as it gets, one bet you ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with the wave of your hand, smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it, you will see it. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet.